If you have a student who is pursuing athletics, they're an NCAA student, and you want to know more about what Sage Oak offers our NCAA students, you're going to love the conversation that I have today with Liam Toroman. Liam is one of our Sage Oak High School students who just earned a full ride scholarship to Boise State playing tennis. It's a great conversation, and it's really incredible to hear the opportunities that are available to students who are really willing to work hard and put in a lot of time and put in a lot of effort. So stick around for this one. I think you'll really like it. Well, welcome to another edition of the Sage Studio. I am so excited today because I am talking to a Sage Oak student, and this is something that we've not had a chance to do yet on the podcast. So I'm really excited that we are going to be talking with one of our current Sage Oak students, Liam. Thank you so much for being here today. And he is going to be telling us all about his story of being one of our NCAA athletes, and it's pretty cool. So I cannot wait to get into it. So welcome, Liam. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, excited.
Good. Well, you should be
Yeah.
excited. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Liam. Where are you from and what are you up to?
I live in downtown Los Angeles, and I play tennis like in Orange County, but I try to play like every day. So yeah, I play like 5 hours a day, and I'm gonna play Division 1 tennis soon, and then hopefully try to go pro afterwards. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Those are my goals. So
Those are some pretty awesome goals. I love that. And then you're trying to balance, life as a high school student on top of that. So that's a lot on your plate for sure.
yeah, it's a grind sometimes, but
How long have you been a student here at Sage Oak?
I'd say since I was in maybe I think like freshman year of high school, so like for a long while, for
Okay.
for a bit, yeah.
That's good. That's cool. I'm glad to know that you've been part of our Sage Oak family for a while and that this is a model that's been working for you with all that you have going on and all the aspirations that you have. That's really cool to know. What do you do outside of work and outside of, I call it work, outside of school and outside of the work that you're putting in on the tennis court? What are some of your other interests?
Um, I mean, I like to I like to work out a lot,
Hmm.
and that could be part of tennis, but I like to do it for fun as well. I go to the gym quite a bit. I like I like playing video games. I'm not gonna lie.
That's okay. You don't have to lie. Tell the truth.
Yeah. I like to grind video games every now and then.
That's
So
good.
just to relax after like a long day of practice, just to like just chill out a bit.
Yeah, I like that. I'm sure plenty of other students can relate to you as well. Do you like
Yeah.
to just zone out on your own, or do you like to get on the games where you can, chat with other people while you're playing?
No, I just like to zone out on my own, play
Yeah.
the single player games and just chill for a bit.
Have you always been like that? Do you kinda like to operate solo or
Yeah, I like to do things on my own, definitely.
is
Yeah, I go to tournaments by myself. I do everything pretty much on my own. I like that a lot better. So,
well, that's good. I mean, that you know that about yourself and that you know that you thrive in that environment. Is that something that kind of drew you to tennis? Is that it's more of a singles, type of sport? Do you like that?
yeah, I never really liked, like, team sports. I played basketball when I was a bit younger, and I didn't really like it because, you got, like, teammates and stuff, but, when you play tennis, it's single player, so everything's on you and, like, what you do, so, like, if you mess up, like, it's all on you, like, you messed up, like, the consequence is just on yourself, like, you're doing everything on your own, like which is, like I like that a lot about tennis, and, like, I think that's why I play because it's like a single man sport. It's just, like, you gotta do everything yourself, like, there's no help out there, so
Yeah, I
yeah.
guess in one way that's good because, if there's an error or something went wrong, like, you that falls on you, that you only have yourself to blame.
Yeah,
But on the other hand, that's kind of a lot of pressure. Like you don't have anybody else to blame, right? It's all on you. So how
y
do you
yeah.
manage both sides of that?
Well, yes. I mean, yeah, it's definitely not for everybody to play, like, tennis like that because the pressure's, like, crazy, but, yeah, I just try to, train really hard before my tournaments because, like, I know if you put in a lot of work, like, the pressure kinda like goes off because you know like your level once you get onto the court, you know what you're capable of. And like I enjoy the pressure a lot. So the more pressure I feel, I kind of like it. So
Really?
yeah, it doesn't really affect me. I like if I'm playing like a guy that's worse than me and he's like beating me, like I like to I like the feeling of coming back and trying to win. I like the challenge. So it's not that hard for me to deal with, but it can be tricky from time to time where if you're like, for example, playing someone you know, like a friend or something, like that could be difficult. And then you just have to like, I don't know, just take deep breaths or just
Why?
kind of
Why is playing a friend more difficult? I think that'd be easier in a way. No.
no, because when you're playing your friend and he wins, then when you see him at practice every day, they're gonna be like talking trash the whole time. That
There's that extra level of
yeah,
anguish that comes with being beaten by a friend.
that's brutal. But
That's so funny. I
yeah.
love that. So take me back a little bit. Like, I mean, obviously, this is not an overnight thing. You have been working at this and playing tennis for a long time. So when did you start playing tennis?
Oh, I started playing tennis when I was around like 5 years old, I'd say.
Okay.
And
That's
I've
really early, right?
yeah, my dad is a retired professional tennis player, so he taught me how to play. He got me on the court since I was like really little. Like I started hitting balls when I was like barely even like I don't know, like 5 years old, I think, something like that.
Did you love it right away?
Yeah, I really liked it. I always wanted to play. Like I always wanted to play tennis more and more.
That's
So
so cool.
yeah, I've always enjoyed tennis. So
So you're 5, you're out there, you're running around on the court, you're, like, probably dragging around a racket that's as big as you are, and
yeah,
you're out
yeah.
there and you're having fun. At
Yeah.
what point did you start, like, working with a coach?
Well, I never my dad's been my main coach. I've never really had a coach like that. I've always just worked with my dad, and I went to Mission Viejo with him ever since I was little, like 8. I started just, going to work with him and seeing him teach people, and then after his lessons, he would, like, work with me for a couple hours. So, I would just do that on a daily basis, and then, like, I think I entered my first tournament when I was around 9 or so, and then
Okay.
I just loved it, and I just kept playing. So
Did you immediately love, like, how a tournament was different than just playing? Did you like that competitive aspect?
oh, yeah, definitely. I think, like, when I won my first match, it was, like, the greatest feeling ever because like, just all that pressure and everything is just, like it's like a relief almost when you win. It's like I like, it's when I first felt that, I was like, I just gotta it's like, you just gotta keep playing this, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So 9 was when you won your first tournament or when you played your first tournament?
when I played my first tournament and, I won a match in that tournament, but I didn't win the tournament. I think I lost, like, in the quarterfinals or something. I don't even remember, it was so long ago,
And
but,
then when did you win your first tournament?
I think it was around 11. I think I won a tournament in Claremont
Okay.
at, like, 11 or something like that. Yeah, 11 or 10, I think. That was yeah, that I don't even remember that. But, yeah, I just remember it was in a 10-point tiebreaker. So I won, like,
No
against another team.
way.
Yeah, we were just we didn't know how to hit the ball hard because we were so little, so we were just, like,
Yeah.
ball and it was like a 2.5 hour tennis match, I
Oh
remember.
my gosh, that's grueling. That is a long match. You must have
Yeah,
just
yeah.
been so stoked to have it finished,
Yeah, yeah, I
let
remember
alone win it, right?
yeah, it was crazy. My nose was, like, peeling after the match and stuff.
Oh my gosh, just totally burnt from just
Yeah,
being out there forever.
yeah, it
Oh,
was
that
like a little
was
burn.
that a game changer for you though? Like when you went through that, it's totally grueling, it's hot, your nose is peeling, it's this like long day, and then you're victorious at the end. I mean, what were you just like bit by the bug at that point?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's like that's the greatest feeling in the world. It's like it's crazy. Yeah. So, I was definitely, exhausted after that one. I think I remember my dad took me to In-N-Out after, and then,
Oh,
I
always
k
a bonus.
yeah, I kinda refueled and I gained my energy back. So,
I
it
love that. I love it. I've got 3 boys myself, and I always know if we end anything with a trip to In-N-Out, it's a good day.
yeah, yeah,
So
exactly. Never go wrong with In-N-Out.
I love it. You cannot go wrong. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you are. You're like, you're probably like 10, 11 at this point when you're starting to win tournaments?
Yeah, I was around, yeah, I'd say 11, 10 or 11, yeah.
Okay. So you're starting to win these tournaments. What's your like secret sauce, by the way? Do you have something that you're great at?
Well when there's different styles of playing tennis, so there's like a slap, which is a guy that tries to hit everything as hard as he can. There's like a grinder, there's like a serve and volley. I grind most of the time, so that's basically just you just make balls and run around the court and you wait for the other guy to like make a mistake basically.
Okay.
Like you rely on your fitness to play, I'd say. That's my biggest weapon, I'd say, is my fitness, I'd say.
Oh, that's good. That's interesting because I don't know that people really realize the amount of fitness off the court that you have to build in order to have endurance on the court, right? Can you speak to that
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little bit?
Yeah, so I think tennis now is one of the most fitness demanding sports right now. Like I'd say it's crazy. I work out like I do I run like 5 miles a day plus weights,
Whoa.
uh, just to keep up because if you're not fit in tennis, you're gonna like lose every match because like you have to rally like 50 balls a point and you're running like this like for like 50 times in a row, like over and over again. 20 seconds in between every point. So like I'd say tennis and, like, long distance running are the 2 most, like, physically demanding sports, so you have to be in shape for sure. You gotta eat healthy, you gotta do everything to, like, stay in shape. So, yeah, it's a little crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's a commitment. And when did you start getting to a place where you were willing to make that kind of a commitment? Was it about like middle school age or was it just when you started high school or when did that shift happen?
I'd say I started working out with a trainer when I was 13 because, I was always a bit taller than everyone else, and so I would be a lot more sluggish, like, I would burn out in points, like, way before everyone, so,
Mhm.
my dad took me to a trainer and I just started doing fitness and my tennis just went like this. So then, yeah, I just kept doing it. So around 13, I was working out in the gym, I think like maybe 4 times a week. So and then I've just stuck with it. Now I do pretty much, every day, I'd say.
And was that the point that you started to kind of think to yourself like, "Okay, I think I really wanna do this." Like, not just do it as a sport, but do it as a career, do it as a life. Is that where that started to kick in?
Yeah, I'd say 13, I was like, "Yeah, I wanna play tennis, like, professionally one day for sure."
And
So
so when you made that commitment, what else had to change in your life? Obviously, the way that you went to school was a huge, huge shift, right? Like looking into high school,
yeah.
that was one of the big things that had to shift. Um, were you prepared to make that shift? Was that a hard decision to make?
Well, it wasn't that hard because before high school, I was already, like, skipping days of school to play. And then my parents were like, "Yeah, I think it's good if we, like, try something else." And so I started doing Sage Oak, like, online, and, I just got a lot more flexible. I could work out and play tennis, like and I could do school, like, later in the day or at night, and, it was just a lot easier for me rather than, like, skipping class and doing this and doing that. It's just, like, a lot more flexible for me to go and travel and play tournaments as well, so it's just a lot better. S
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it was a good change to and it wasn't that difficult, I think, because I never really, like, liked going to school anyway. I was just so focused on tennis.
Mhm.
I think it was a pretty easy shift for me, I think. So,
Do you feel like you're missing out on some of the interactions that you would have with other students or just, friends in a different type of high school environment? Or do you feel like you get that even with your unique schedule?
well, no, I definitely get that because, a lot of kids do online that play tennis because it's just so physically demanding. So, when I go and play tournaments and stuff, I meet a lot of friends there and everything. So, I don't think I'm missing out on much.
Yeah. So you find that, okay, so you can use the Sage Oak model so that you're able to be more flexible. You can schedule your courses. It
Yeah.
sounds like you're getting way more out of your courses now than when you were in more of a traditional model and just trying to have to skip things. Now it's just you do them at a different time
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you meet up with other kids or who are doing the same thing. It's like, yeah, that's how we do it, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot better. I can do whatever I want, and then I meet other people that do the same thing as me, and then, we can hang on the weekends or something. So, I don't think I'm missing out on much at all, I'd say.
That's cool. I'm so glad to hear that. What
Yeah.
does a typical schedule for you look like? Like right now, what does your weekly schedule look like?
So typically I wake up at like 7:30, and
Mhm.
then I go for like a little run, and then, I always go to Starbucks right after, and then,
Nice.
play tennis for like, I'd say 2 hours. Then maybe lunch, and then go to the gym, and then play tennis at night, another practice, and then go for like a 5 mile run. And then that's pretty much how my days go, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big commitment. That is such a big commitment. That sounds exhausting just listening to you, but I love that you have that ambition and that fire in you right now to do that schedule.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, but I've gotten so used to it because I've been doing it for so long.
And so
So,
then when do you find that, you have the best time to work on your courses? Do you like to work on them in the evenings? Do you like to kind of bulk them or block them together and get them done on the weekends?
um, I like to do them in the evenings because I go for a run, I come home, like, eat a bit, take a shower, and then, like, I feel good, and I just, like, knock them out in the evening and go to bed. I think that's typically how I do them.
That's cool. I
Yeah.
love that. So you're not only working towards earning a high school diploma, but you're actually following our NCAA program so that you can take this and move into college as well. When you are working on more of a NCAA
Mm,
pathway, right? That means
sure.
that you are a high school student, but you are also working towards meeting those requirements to be considered as a college athlete and for those athletic scholarships. So the requirements are the same in many ways, but you just have to make sure that you're maintaining a higher level GPA and that you're meeting the college admission requirements as well, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I have to just, pretty much keep my GPA the same. I can't be, like, fluctuating it that much. And, yeah, as long as I do that, I think I'll be fine.
So tell me a little bit about this. So you're in high school, you're
Mm.
playing a ton of tennis, you're working out, you're working really hard. And then where does that goal come in to want to move into college and play sports in college? How does that happen?
Well, like, what gave me the idea?
Yeah, did you always wanna go to college, or do you just feel like it's the right career path for you, or where is that motivation coming from?
Well, for the longest time, I just wanted to go straight pro. I didn't really wanna go to college, but, there's so many guys in tour now that went to college first and then, like, went pro. So, and then I took, like, 4 visits to some schools to, like, see if I liked it. And, I think it's actually really good because I think college tennis matures you, like, quite a bit. And, I think people that go straight pro, like, don't really get that and they burn out fast. So, I think it's, like, going to college first is, like, a big, like, maturity and, like, growth thing because like, you're playing, like, schools all over the country that are also, like, really good players and you're working out and you have, like, coaches pushing you. So, I think that can set you up to, like, go far and professionally for sure. And I just thought, like, that might be a good thing for me if I can get a good scholarship. So, like, why not do it?
So, speaking of scholarship, I know that you're planning to go to Boise State, but tell us about the scholarship side of things.
Yeah, so they gave me like a full ride to go there. So,
Are you kidding?
yeah.
That is so I love how you're so passive when you say that, like it's not a big deal. Like, that's a huge deal.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty crazy, but yeah, so it was like a no-brainer because I almost went to, University of Arizona, but they gave me, like, maybe, like, 80% or something, and, full riders is much better, so I just, like, just took that up because my parents obviously don't have to pay much, and it's just, like it's just good for me, I'm, like, a
That
main
is
property.
that is so cool. Have you had a chance to get out to the campus yet and see what it's gonna look like and feel like when you get there?
No, actually, this is the first school I haven't, like, visited, which is crazy
That is
because
crazy.
they've had seasons, and I've always been traveling, but I'm gonna go in April, the beginning of April and they're actually playing a match this weekend against LMU, so I'm gonna go watch that.
Oh, sweet. That'll be
So,
great.
yeah, I can meet some of the people on the team and everything. Should be pretty nice.
Are
Yeah.
you nervous about shifting from this environment, this schedule, kind of what you know, to living on campus and life on campus?
I mean a little bit because it's gonna be, like, completely different. Cause it's super cold there, so I'm gonna be playing indoor tennis, which is in
Oh,
California
that'll be a shift.
yeah, California is just purely outdoors, so it's gonna be, like, a little weird. The courts are much faster, like, the ball moves, like, at a crazy speed, so that'll take some time adjusting. I think I'll get used to it.
Oh, I think it's gonna be awesome. It'll be such a great experience for you. You're gonna get a chance to, hit the academic side, like you were saying, also just grow as a person, grow as an athlete. And do you know what you will be majoring in school? Do you have any idea?
Not yet. I gotta figure that out. I
Yeah,
gotta
one thing at a time, right?
yeah. I've been thinking about that for a while, but we'll see. I
Yeah.
I have no idea.
And do you still plan to go pro after college?
Yeah, I still wanna go pro after college, which is, yeah, that's something I wanna do, so,
So what
yeah.
does that pathway look like? So you go to Boise, you earn your degree there, you get to play for them for the time that you're there, and then how do you go from college to pro?
Well, tennis a little different than, like, basketball and football, like, you don't go pro, like, after college because, like, the NFL, like, takes you or, like, the NBA, you have to play, these things called futures, so
Hmm.
it's you play qualifying, like, matches for, like, 15Ks. Futures are basically the lowest level of professional tennis, and if you win 3 matches in qualifying, you get into, like a 15K, like, that's, like, the lowest professional tournament you can play, and then if you win a round, you get an ATP point, so basically you're pro if you have an ATP point, so you, like, get a ranking and everything.
Okay.
So,
So do you think that you'll finish out your time at Boise before you start working towards that? Or is that something that you'll work at while you're in school?
well, I've already been playing futures for, like, 6 months now. So, I'm doing it now, and I'm also gonna try to do it during college as well, like, in the summer. Play some as well.
That's so awesome. I love that. That's cool. Okay, so I know that there is always debate in tennis about courts and what people like to play on. You mentioned the shift to indoor, and that's definitely going to be a change for you. But do you like to play on certain surfaces? People always want to know, are you more of like a regular surface or clay, or what are your thoughts on that?
I definitely like the classic just hardcore. I hate clay, or I can't stand it. It's just so frustrating
Yeah.
because the balls, like, they bounce different every time because it's just, like, little things all over the courts, and it's just, like, it's just so annoying.
How
I
about
went
grass? You like play on grass?
I played on grass once, and actually, it wasn't that bad, actually. It was,
No?
yeah, 'cause at least it bounces the same every time. On you never know what to expect when you're playing on clay. It's just so random. I definitely like the hard court the best. It's just like classic. It feels like real tennis, like, no, like, weird dirt or anything.
Yeah. For
So, yeah.
sure. I am not much of a tennis player, but, our family does watch a lot of tennis. My husband plays a lot of tennis, and my kids like it, so, so we watch a lot, but I always know that's a debatable thing, like, who plays best on which surface and what surface people like to play on. There's a lot to it because of what you said, like, there's so many little nuances with, just ball spin or just a million little things that change just on the surface alone, right?
Yeah, yeah, like, so many little things, every surface, it's just, like, completely different. Even where the courts are is, like, crazy because altitude, if you play, like, a like, if you go to Vegas, like, the ball's like bullets, they're just, like, flying everywhere, like, it's just, like, yeah, it can change so much depending on, like, what surface you play on. It's, like, completely different.
So crazy. What is your dream tournament? What do you wanna play?
Uh, definitely US Open, and because I don't know, it's just in my home country, and it's, like,
Yep.
I'd say it's, like, the most famous tournament besides Wimbledon. I mean, obviously, Wimbledon is the most famous tournament, but US Open is, like, that'd be crazy if I played that, like, honestly.
Yeah. You can
Yeah,
see yourself are you doing that now? Do you do a lot of, like, mindset, visioning, goal setting to get yourself there?
yeah, definitely. I try to, like, do small goals first,
Mhm.
so I'm trying to win a future right now, so that's my main goal. I do a lot of visualization with that. It's always good to do that before matches too, like, just, like, picturing yourself, like, winning points and stuff, so, yeah,
Yeah.
I tend to do that from time to time, so
I think that is one of the most underestimated skills in tennis specifically is the mindset. Like, when I did play a little bit, I mean, honestly, it's one of the reasons why I don't play is because I didn't know how much mental work it was going to be, like, to get yourself in that right headspace and be thinking about what is your opponent thinking and where are they going next. I mean, there is a lot of, like, mental challenge to the game of tennis, would you say?
yeah, it's crazy. It can be a
Yeah.
little overwhelming.
Yeah, it is kind of. I think it's one of those things. I don't know. What do you think? Like, do you think you either like have that in you or you don't? Or is that something that can be learned as you're playing the game?
I think it's definitely something you're born with to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think you can also learn it through playing as well. Like, you can teach mindset, but I feel like with some people, you can't teach that. Like, it's just it's, like, impossible.
Right.
It's so mental, like, there's no way, like, 'cause I hang out with some of my friends that don't play sports and, I just no matter wha I have a friend, like, I like him a lot, but no matter how much training he does, like, he's not gonna be able to play tennis, like
Because of that, he needs
yeah,
both the mindset
just
and the skill
mindset.
set. Yeah.
Just mindset. It's like 70% mental, I'd say. Tennis is, like, crazy mental, I'd say. It's
I
ridiculous.
would agree with you. I was really, really surprised. Like, I thought it was gonna just, "Oh, it looks so easy. You get out there and you hit the ball and you run around and it's, a great afternoon." But no, it is really a tough mental game.
Yeah, especially if you're playing someone like, not as good or, like, a guy much better than you. It's just like, you're thinking like, "Oh my god, like, I have to play like this because he's so good, and I have to do this because he's like this," and it's just like it can be a lot sometimes, but, I mean, I think that's why people play it 'cause, you have to think about that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Does that help you off the court as well, having that mindset?
Yeah, I'd say so. Cause I'd say if I'm playing, like, a three-setter,
Mhm.
or it's, like, a really long match, things are just so much easier, like, if there's, like, a long line at the grocery store, you're just like, "Oh, this is nothing compared to, like, playing, I don't know, like, in 100-degree weather, like, full
Right.
against some, like, I don't know, some guy that plays for, like, USC or something, so
Yeah, it gives you a little life perspective.
yeah, it definitely does. Crazy.
That's cool. That's cool. Who do you look up to? Who are some of your favorite players?
I like Djokovic is my favorite. Yeah, I like, yeah, his mindset's crazy. He's,
Yes,
like
it is.
he's, like, so intense about everything, like, he has, like, an insane diet. He only eats, like, fish and, like, vegetables, like, I don't know how someone does that. They just eat one thing forever. He's, like yeah, he's definitely the greatest of all time, I'd say.
Okay. Who
It's
else?
we play similar too, I'd say, who else? I like Tommy Paul, he's, like, a good
Mhm.
American player. I'd say I play similar to him. We both, like, grind, we make a lot of balls, so I looked up to all the players that kinda play like me because I can take things from their game and stuff.
That's awesome. That's so good.
Yeah,
So great. I love that. I love hearing your ambition. Your love for the sport is clearly apparent. I mean, with all of the work it takes to do it, the time it takes to do it, the dedication to, all of the physical commitments along with all of the mental commitments, and then you've got to manage school on top of it. I mean,
yeah.
that's really a lot that you're biting off, but kudos to you because it sounds like you're doing a great job and what an amazing payoff with the full ride scholarship to Boise. So that is so great. I'm so excited for you that that is happening. I know that our team is here at Sage Oak. I call them our team. We're supporting you too and so excited about it. In fact, it was your education advisor, Brenda, that contacted me and was like, she works with all of our NCAA athletes here at Sage Oak. And she was like, "You've got to talk to Liam and hear about his scholarship."
Mhm.
Tell me about working with Brenda over these last couple years.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for Brenda and, like, working with me with the NCAA stuff, and she's super flexible with when I go to tournaments and when I have to do meetings with her and stuff. Like, 'cause sometimes I'll go, I don't know, to Greece or something, and she's, like, flexible with the meetings, like, she's very, like, understanding about, like, athletics and stuff. And, yeah, I like Brenda a lot. She helps me a lot with my work and everything, with tennis and stuff, so yeah, it's really good having her with the NCAA stuff and everything.
Super knowledgeable, and she's that great bridge between you and Sage Oak and the colleges, so,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Tell me, what you would say to anyone else out there maybe that was kind of in your shoes, like they are starting to get serious about playing sports in college and, maybe going pro. They're trying to look for the right program. What advice would you give them as far as trying to manage being a NCAA student on their way to becoming a pro and also being in high school?
Uh, I'd say if you're struggling managing everything, I'd say just it's gonna pay off one day. If you keep that in your head, in the back of your mind, like, it'll pay off and it'll just make you, like, better as a person, like, from day-to-day life, it'll just make you mentally stronger. So, like, I don't know, if you're having doubts or anything, just keep doing it, honestly, 'cause it's gonna pay off and, like, why stop? Because it's like nobody else is doing anything better. Like, would you rather be doing this or, like, I don't know, just sitting around and watching TV, you know? So, yeah, I just say just, like, keep moving forward. Just, like, don't stop.
That's
That's
such
that's
awesome advice.
nice.
I
Yeah.
think it's so great. I just think that You're living it. You're living your best life right now. You have so much ahead of you. Congratulations on the scholarship. It's super incredible. We're all very proud of you. And we can't wait to hear what's next. What's next in the life of Liam, right?
Mhm.
All
Happy, yeah.
right. Well, thanks so much for recording with me today and sharing your story. We really appreciate it and wish you all the best at
Yeah,
Boise
yeah.
State.
Yeah, thanks a bunch, yeah.
Are welcome. Thanks.